Hello YouTube and welcome back to my video about Tony Chocolonely's. This is probably my favorite place in Amsterdam itself. There is so much chocolate and so yummy there. As I said, it's located in Amsterdam, it's very central. But this is the building, and except for these things around the windows and no signing at all, you can't really see where you're going. So we had a hard time finding the entrance. The entrance is this little door and you walk down, so unless you look inside the doors while you walk, you won't be able to see it just from the outside. Anyway, we made it here finally after walking into the exits first. Tony Chocolonely's has been on my list for a little while to do in Amsterdam, because in here you can actually make your own chocolate bar, which I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try that, of course I am. Of course it was the holiday, so we had a Tony Chocolonely tree, and basically every flavor you could imagine. We had the whole rainbow here, and in there is where they make your own chocolate bar. As you can see, there was a line, so we decided to do this first. When you make your own chocolate bar, you have the choices about the chocolate you want to use and 3 ingredients. You cannot mix every ingredient you want, but it helps you along so you don't mix something together that's not going to be good. Here you can customize your bar completely. You can mix the 2 chocolates, or you can just have one full chocolate bar of something. Pick your 3 ingredients, and there's like 20 ingredients you can pick, so here we're going for coffee crunch, almond, and nougat. But you have totally control over what you want to do by the flavors here. You can always pause the video if you want to see all the flavors. 3 of them was sold out when we were there. You can even customize the outside how you want it to look. Of course, the small stripes is going to say what flavor you picked, and then you can write on the side and make it the color you want. As you can see, it's 2 90-gram bars. It's divided here in the middle. That is so you can give one away if you want to and keep the other one. This way, if you have kind of the same taste in chocolate, you can always share it with your friend that you want with here. When you have made your chocolate bar, you have to wait to pick it up. As you can see here, your order will be ready in 120 minutes. It did not actually take that long for us to get our chocolate bar. I think we waited about 50 minutes before we got the text that our chocolate bar was ready. So luckily it didn't take 2 hours to get it. They also say on the website that it takes about an hour before it's gonna be ready. But just know if it's super crowded, you might wait longer, so it's a good idea to do it before you even browse the store. In here, we can actually see on display them making the chocolate. Well, the machine is making the chocolate, but they're filling it up, and they're also doing a lot of work behind this that we can't see, I assume. But here, as you can see, the dispensers are putting down the last topping, and the bars are actually in the red containers here, so super cool to be able to get a look into your bars being made. Of course, you're not gonna wait forever to wait for your bar. I really wanted to have milk chocolate on the bottom and white chocolate on the top. Unfortunately, this wasn't possible to do that, and I don't know why, but yeah, just know that if you want to mix bar and you're like, I want less of the white, it's not really possible, since the bottom will be white and the top will be milk. So I went for the solid milk one. I went for poppin' candy, caramel, and raspberry, which I'm super excited to try. For the bar, I didn't really care that much. I wanted to decorate it in a way that kind of resembled the sky and traveling, and the other, like, I wrote my name on one side. I didn't know what to do on the other side, so I made a smiley. But if you're sharing with someone, you can always write your name on one side or another name and another name on the other side. But it's totally up to you. You can literally write whatever you want here. I made a cute little smiley. Once we finally ordered our bars and paid for them, by the way, this is kind of expensive, of course. The retail price of the normal bars around the store is about 3.50 to 4 euros, and here you're paying 8 euros for one bar. So it is on the more expensive side, but you're also getting a flavor combination and experience that you cannot get anywhere else. They have a whole wall of chocolate. I kid you not. There's white chocolate, there's milk chocolate, there's dark chocolate, of course. As you can see, the pricing is like $3.69, $3.99, depending on which flavors you're getting. I went for mostly milk chocolate because I'm mostly a milk chocolate person. Amanda is mostly a white chocolate person, so she went with some white chocolate as well. I wish I could have taken every bar so I could try them all, but there's just so many. And this is where I fooled myself thinking I was good after 4 bars. Here I already have 5, and then I saw the Ben & Jerry's one that I of course had to get with me. Like, this never stops. If you love chocolate, you always can have another bar. You can even get a basket if you want to. I had the theory that I wanted to be able to hold them or else I wasn't allowed to buy them. But I could hold a lot of bars, so that theory really went in the sink really fast and it ended up being kind of expensive. There is also non-chocolate merch, so if you want that, that is also the place. Don't film how many bars I have.
What did you say?
And somehow in this clip I made it up to 7 bars. You know, it keeps going. If you do want a lot of merch, this is the very little place. Of course, it was around Christmas, so you could also buy chocolate calendars and Christmas ornaments if you are into that. There's a lot of Christmas related merch. Also sweatshirts, as you can see here. Even a onesie for a baby. I mean, I don't have a baby, but I could buy that. So cute with Tiny Tony. For the non-chocolate merch, I went with a tote bag, which was super nice and not too expensive. I really wanted that hoodie, that sweatshirt, but too expensive to do in the moment. And then there was the lovely worker who explained every bar for me.
Yeah, I'm excited by that one. This is white, I call it baby. I call it baby pink Barbie bar, which looks like pink Barbie, and the strawberry biscuits and sprinkle on the top. It's like a weird thing. The next what we have, the caramel biscuit. Do you know the Twix? Yeah. Very similar to the Twix. Very nice. There's no reason to love this bar because everyone loves it. Yeah. White raspberry and popping candy. So the popping candy is going to be just on the back of the and then the two. And then it's from Ben & Jerry's. I advise you get the ice cream from Ben & Jerry's. So here is the chocolate, here is the vanilla or strawberry. Break pieces of this on the top. Get your favorite film on. And you're happy.
She ended up redirecting me back to the chocolate for her favorite, which is caramel sea salt. And I actually didn't originally go for this because I wanted special flavors kind of, but also my favorite caramel sea salt, so I definitely brought that with me home just to see if this adds up to like the standard that I have for caramel sea salt. She also explained the bars for me. They have this uneven shape and they actually have the image of Africa in it. The reason that they have the uneven shape of the chocolate bars is pretty much that the chocolate industry is uneven and slavery and all these kind of things, but definitely look it up. They have a great story behind these bars. After walking around in town for a bit, we went to pick up our customized bars. You get a QR code that you have to scan and then they will give you the bar that is yours. They put it in this little box, and the box you can actually split in half as well, so you have half a box. On the bottom, on the behind is a heart, so you can actually have your part of the heart. Or just, if you buy 2, have a full box and then switch it up. It's super nice to have it this way.
Thank you. Bye. What do you have there?
I have one for me and one to share.
Yay!
But Amanda doesn't like this one, so I'm gonna keep it.
Yay!
So these are the bars I came home with, as well as the one that I make myself. Try not to judge me, there's like 11 bars here, but I do believe that these are gonna hold me literally the entirety of next year before I get even all this. But obviously I didn't get every flavor. The retail price for about 1 bar is 3.69-ish euros. Some of them are 4, and there's of course the one you make yourself is 8, so that's kind of expensive as well. But getting all the bars would be very, very pricey. I mostly picked flavors that I knew I was gonna like. We all have preferences, and I mostly am more a milk person, milk chocolate person. I did some of white even though I'm also not really a white chocolate person. But I'm excited to try them because they sound really yummy. Alright, starting from an end, I do want to try all of these. White raspberry biscuit. Then we have milk pecan crunch caramel. White strawberry cheesecake, Ben & Jerry's one. Milk roomy hazelnut crunch. The milk caramel sea salt. This will probably be my favorite because I'm very much caramel sea salt kind of girl. Then we have the milk caramel biscuit. Also very excited. They said there was gonna be like a Twix, and I really love Twix. White raspberry sparkling with like popping candy with Knettersugar. Milk penny waffle. I don't actually know what that is, but it looks exciting for me. Then we have the milk chocolate chip cookie. This was actually the only one that I bought that was the dark one. This is dark chocolate brownie. But because it was Ben & Jerry's, I was like, you know what? I gotta try that one. Oh yeah, and of course this one, which ended up being a caramel raspberry popping candy. This one is the one I made myself. It's also a milk chocolate. I wanted it milk and white, but I wanted the top white and you couldn't do that, so I ended up going for full milk chocolate. I'm excited to see how this one tastes, especially because that's not a flavor they have, of course. I want to try all of them, but it's going to be a long time coming in another video because I want to try them all, but I don't want to open them all today and then look at them expire before I get to eat them. So as I open them, or during the year, I'm going to film when I open them, and then you will see me trying all of these 11 flavors. It's gonna be coming in another video, so if you do want to see that, then hit the subscribe button. Right now I'm gonna try one of them, and I'm actually gonna try the dark chocolate one. When you open it up, it comes in this. You can already see the print of the Tony Chocolonely's, as well as the story of Tony Chocolonely's on the inside. It is in Dutch, so we have the bar open here, just a tiny bit. It does have a dark chocolate smell. I'm gonna go for the little piece here in the corner, like this. Of course, an uneven piece because of their story. If you don't know it, look it up. It is dark chocolate, but it's not too much. It's actually very delicious and gives a good flavor in your mouth. I don't get much of the brownie, but it's definitely yummy. The flavor is definitely good, and it's something that you can enjoy even though you're not a dark chocolate lover. So I would definitely give it about a 6 out of 10, since you're not getting that much of the brownie flavor, but I will try it in the other video with Ben & Jerry's ice cream, because that was recommended for me by the employee at Tony Chocolonely. If you want to see me try the rest, then look out for the other video. For now, this video is done. Thank you for looking along as I went to Tony Chocolonely's store. It was amazing, and you should definitely go if you ever go to Amsterdam. Thank you for watching along.